With the newest chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 28 out, there's a lot to uncover and speculate. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe as I cover Naruto topics and Boruto as well. I'm shooting for 5k, so subscribe. Looking at the cover of chapter 28 titled New Powers, we see Sumire holding Boruto's katana, which is different from the one we saw in the time skip as there is a pattern on his hilt compared to the other one. This can infer that Boruto would possibly be getting a new katana altogether, or a different one later in the series. The title is called New Powers, and I will definitely deep dive later in the video. We see Inojin working on a new jutsu, which is revealed to help and assist Boruto and the team, which I'll explain later. Boruto talks with Inojin, and Inojin says he wouldn't forgive Boruto's betrayal and he's the only one here for Himawari. This is actually the funniest thing Boruto says, as he responds to Inojin telling him that he hasn't accepted him either, and if Inojin makes Himawari cry just once, that he will shave off his ridiculous hair until he's bald. Comment down below W Big Brother for Boruto. Now, Mitsuki is questioned about circumstances of him being near Boruto when he escaped. We see a cold, sneering look on him. This could be that he doesn't want to give him information about Boruto. You have to remember, Mitsuki views Boruto as his son, because Boruto is a source of light that guides him and helps him understand how to live, much like the sun guides the moon. Boruto later tells Mitsuki that he believes Mitsuki can shine on his own, but if he ever needs anything, he should come find him. Getting back into the story, we see Boruto with his new katana and Sumire saying that it has a new ability. She tells Boruto that it's now set to automatically maintain his Uchiha blade style Jutsu Hagoromo on its own. This means that it will absorb a small amount of Boruto's chakra, enveloping his blade with it. But if someone touches it that is not registered with the blade, then they will quickly expend a lot of chakra. So with knowing this, it would mean only Sarada and Sasuke can be able to wield his blade without losing chakra, excluding Sumire. This could be very similar to Samehada, as they do share very similar characteristics and abilities as well. Moving on, Shikamaru warns his son that Konoha will become a battlefield and he plans to launch an op using his intel. Shikadai blames Boruto and shows frustration, but Shikamaru tells him when he took this position, he would be unbending in his convictions. He is sticking to his beliefs, and he's doing this in order to protect Konoha. After Shikamaru tells him to make up his mind, he tells Shikamaru that Himawari became a shinobi for a dumb purpose, but is willing to cast aside his feelings and risk his life as a shinobi given by the Hokage. We see Inojin talking to Koji about his future sight and questions him about more details, but Koji tells him if he had known he was gonna die, then he might have hesitated, causing Himawari's powers to not have awakened possibly. After some dialogue, Koji tells us that he never knows if his right choice is right or wrong, which is why he relays vital information on his thought process. The next panel is shocking. We see Ada in a tree and Himawari dead, with Inojin crying, holding her. Now, I speculate that Damon has either died fighting or is just too far away to assist Ada in her fight, which causes Ada to lose and gets put into a divine tree. Now, for Himawari being dead, I speculate the same as Boruto will be caught in a fight and won't have the time to get to Himawari, and this ultimately costs her life. But comment down below your thoughts on this, I'm very curious. Koji tells Inojin that he needs to change any possible future where Himawari and Ada die, in which we see him speechless. We then see a transmission of all the people who will be attending this op, which is Ada, Sarada, Damon, Shikadai, Konohamaru, Mitsuki, Delta, Chocho, Himawari, Kawaki, Boruto, and Sumire. Shikamaru tells them Boruto is to be left alone for the upcoming battle and just to support him. He continues and says that the enemy is Mamushi, who can multiply himself and can erase his chakra signature. But Inojin's jutsu can be used like a receiver to sense vibrations of objects in their vicinity to detect Mamushi's wave frequency and capture him. We see Inojin's jutsu pick up, and we see Mamushi appear in the village. Boruto then uses FTG to teleport to the closest area and hurries toward the location. Damon tells Ada he won't let him touch her, and Shikamaru splits the teams up for Mamushi. Kawaki is told to provide support, and Boruto will help and teleport to all locations if need be. We see Boruto slash and cut Mamushi's head and neck clean off, telling bystanders if you don't want to die, then you should leave. Mamushi multiplies, showing 3 more of him, and attack Boruto. This is interesting, as Boruto's sword appears to be black on the back. This could be his chakra signature with karma, but I'll leave that for you guys to decide. Boruto attacks and cuts another head off, then another appears behind him, knocking him into a wall. Mamushi used what appears to be a fire jutsu blast at Boruto, but then we see Boruto absorb it, unveiling his karma, saying he can't get used to this weird itchy feeling when he absorbs things, ending the chapter. Boruto unveiling his karma shows he has some sort of mastery over it, or this could be one of the things that he can do based on the conditions when he spoke with Momoshiki. Next chapter will most likely explain how Boruto can do this, or this can be explained in a flashback with his training with Sasuke. Ada and Himawari dying possibly to Mamushi is very crazy, as this would put Mamushi under Jura as the second strongest. And if Himawari lives but Ada becomes a divine tree, then Ada as a divine tree would be immensely strong and be a problem for Konoha. But I believe that if Ada does become a divine tree and Himawari lives instead of dying, then Sarada will face her and we could possibly see her use a Susanoo and more of her MS abilities. But you guys comment down below. Do you guys think Boruto will beat Mamushi? And do you think Ada and Himawari will die? Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. I'm shooting for 5K. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.